Okay, canopy's closed, locked. We'll just brakes are closed and locked. Here we go. So you're going to start the stick all the way back because I have to balance this on the main wheel. So it's alright, you're good where you were, just relax.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. So keep it balanced on the wheel until we take off. There we go. And now I'll just follow him. The wind will bring us round, so luckily the birds get out of the way. Okay, so if I have to release now, we're going into the field over the other side of the road. Alright?
Yeah.
So that's normal. Still going into the field over the other side of the road.
Yeah.
So now we're going down to our field to the left, the green one.
Yeah.
So I can get into. And then pretty much from this altitude I can get us back. So now what we're going to do is follow him up to 4,000 feet. And I'll trim, look. See how the glider's wanting to climb with my hand off the stick? So I just trim forward, just to keep us behind, and that's it.
Yeah, the rope's quite slack, isn't it?
It looks slack, but it's actually under quite a lot of tension.
Really?
It's just so long. So we'll be up to 1,000 feet soon. That's it, those are pressed forward, right?
Yeah.
They do bounce around a bit, get a little bit loose, but your canopy can't actually blow open normally because of because it's So this is just a nice sedate way of getting airborne. The good thing about this launch method is that you know, on a summer's day or when the thermals are a little bit further away from the airfield, he can tow you to the good weather. So.
It's more expensive, isn't it?
Yes, it is more expensive.
You always catapult when you're...
Depends on the weather, really. If I know that I can get, you know, off of a 1,200 foot winch launch, if I can find a thermal nearby over the town and climb away from it, then I'll do that, because, you know, it only costs you like £7, £8.50, you know. Whereas if I have to get towed out to a good weather, then you have to get towed behind one of these. So if you turn round and look over your right shoulder, you should be able to wave at the camera back here. There you go. Can you see the airfield? Yeah. Under our right wing, basically.
Oh yeah.
You see the airliner above us? So he's about 30,000 feet higher than us.
Could have gliders like that high.
Yes, they do. Now, if you look out ahead and to the sides, can you see we're coming up to almost like a level of the cloud or the mist?
Yes.
You can see it more off of the left wing. That's called the inversion. Okay, so overnight the temperature cools down, but the air above stays slightly warmer. So you get this layer of, you know, air near the ground where all of the dust and the pollution captures. And you can see now that we're getting above that.
Oh.
So if the clouds were to form today, they would actually form at this level. So, and we're going to be above that.
And it's like in passenger airplanes, where when you come above the clouds, like
yeah.
people come above the clouds.
So we're now at 2,300 feet. So basically another 1,600 feet to go. Can you see what our vertical airspeed indicator is saying?
Nearly 60.
Yeah, that's the airspeed. Can you see the one in the middle? See, it's on nearly +4.
Oh yeah.
So we're going up at 400 feet per minute, roughly.
Hey. like that, does it?
No.
It's almost flat. What do you do with the controls when you take off?
What, when we took off earlier?
Or like generally when is there like a set thing that you do?
Yeah. So when we're on the winch launch, the catapult, I start with the stick held slightly forward because the acceleration is so quick. I have to actually hold the glider down, you know, to stop it rotating into the climb before it has the correct airspeed. Whereas with this, it's a much slower ground run, so I have to start with the stick all the way back because I have to try and get us balanced onto our main wheel, you know, so that we take off normally. So there is two completely different stick positions at the start of a launch for the two different methods.
That's the hardest bit, I think.
Say again?
That's the hardest bit, I think.
Yeah. You learn it very quickly. And because you do sailing, you'd be absolutely fine. Are you local?
Oxford.
Okay, so the Upper Hayford is off to our 10 o'clock. If you look out to our 10 o'clock, you can see the big airfield there, right near us. That's the old American military air base. If you look down to our right at about 2 o'clock, you'll see RAF Crowton with the big balls on the airfield. That's the radio station. Yeah. And then Banbury's off the nose, underneath the right wing of the airplane. You can see the mist in the distance and the big white buildings. That's Banbury. Off to our right is Brackley. And then Buckingham's a bit further in the distance than that, and I can't quite see. So Buckingham's off our right wing tip.
Oh, it's just not quite,
And then the other side of Buckingham, you can just about make it out, is Silverstone. It's very hard to see in this mist. It's okay, so we're nearly coming up to 4,000. See the altimeter saying for nearly 4,000? So we'll release shortly. And there'll be a bump and I'll climb off to the left. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, and he's gone. And we do that to cause separation. So there he goes, look.
Yeah. He's still got the winch, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, he'll take the cable all the way back. So he looks like he's going off to have a bit of fun actually first. So there I go, I'm going to trim us at 45. So, you know, we're flying fast now, but if I let the stick go, because we're flying slower, the nose wants to drop to try and get that airspeed back. So I moved the trimmer back just to hold us there where we are. So put your hand on the stick then. She's all yours. My hands are off for the camera. So you're going to do a turn to the right, okay? So if you look out to the right first.
No one there.
Yeah, no one there. Look back over the nose. Roll the stick to the right. That's it. Keep going. You can be quite positive. I'm doing the rudder pedal, so you centralise there, and then just hold us. Take us a turn. Just a nice 180 degree turn. Yeah. So don't let the nose come up too high. That's it. Keep us coming round. Yeah, that's very good. There's the airfield ahead. There's Bicester. So if you level us off just there, that's it. Don't let the nose come up too high. There you go. Perfect. Right, now do me one to the left.
Okay.
So there's no one there. Roll the stick to the left. Yeah, there you go. Centralise there. That's it. Perfect. So my hands are still off the stick. You've done all of this so far. There you go. Right, so put your feet in the rudder pedals.
Yep.
Give me about 50 knots. So that's it. Lower the nose, like not too much. Level the wings off. There we go. Alright, so now you're going to do stick and rudder at the same time with a turn to the left, alright? So we look left, no one there. Look back over the nose, and now I want to see stick and rudder, same time, keep that string in the middle. Bit more positive. Nice, right, centralise everything. And that's it, glue the pedals. Don't let the nose drop too far. Now that string is always going to point towards the foot you have to press. So if you've got too much left rudder on, see how it's pointing to your right foot?
Yeah.
Just balance out a bit till the string comes back in the middle. That's it. So level us off there. See its point, there you go, just there you go. That's it, let everything settle down. Let's do a turn to the right then. So we look out, nothing there. So stick and rudder together. Bit more right rudder. Nice, centralise everything. Excellent. That's perfect. You're a natural. You're going to give up sailing and take up gliding.
Team racing gliding.
Yeah. That's it, you level off. Are you struggling to see a little bit in the sun?
Yeah, a little.
Can you, if you reach back over your left shoulder?
Sunglasses, yeah.
I can lend you mine if you want.
I think it's... Oh, right.
You got them?
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, I got it. I had the stick there. You put those on.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, that's better. Right, so turn us 180 degrees around because we're flying away from the airfield.
Yep.
So look out to the right, no one there. Look back over the nose, there we go. Stick and rudder together, a bit more right rudder. There we go, level, everything in the middle. Very nice. See the clouds forming on the inversion ahead. There you go. So if you level us off there and fly us over towards the town. Very good. Awesome. So we can also turn quite steeply as well. This is a semi-aerobatic glider. So I have control a minute.
Yep.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of speed on.
Yep.
Because we need speed to maintain the turn. So about 60 knots. And then if I roll it all the way to the left. And then a little bit of G-force here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I roll it back out.
Oh.
And then I slow it down. So that was only about just under 2.5, 3 Gs. So you try it. Okay, so a little bit of speed, hand on the stick. There we go. Just bring the nose up a touch, mate. That's it, not too much. Now roll left, nice and positive. Roll, 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 roll. And now pull back on the stick to keep the nose there, keep the nose level. That's it, keep us coming around. Keep the nose up. You don't want too much speed. Nose up a bit more. There we go, now roll us out. Oi! Well corrected. Keep the wings level. Now bring the nose back up. Well corrected. If you'd have kept the nose coming up too high there, we'd have stalled. And a steep stall feels something like this.
Well, that's too low, isn't it?
No, so we're going to do a steep stall, okay? So if I bring the nose really high.
Let's not hit.
So stick forward to recover, not too far. Let the speed come back. And then pull us back to like that. Cool, eh?
Yeah. It felt like we were going backwards there.
No, we weren't. We were dropping straight forwards.
I see.
But the temptation is to pull the stick backwards.
Yeah.
You know, because you see all this ground coming into view.
Yeah.
But actually, you've got to give it a little bit of forward stick. So if I do it gently, look.
Yeah.
What we don't want to do is hold the stick back.
Yeah. Okay,
because that's bad. So we just ease it forward gently.
Yeah.
Let the flying speed recover, and then bring us back to our normal gliding attitude like that.
What's the big building down there?
So if you turn us to the left, let's have a look. That is the incinerator, the Ardley incinerator. That's where they burn all the rubbish. So if you fly us back towards the town to our left, see the M40 below us to the right?
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. That's the M40, and then if you look right and look into the distance slightly, middle distance, you can see junction 9 of the M40. So if you look up the M40, you'll see the roundabout. Oh, nice. And then Oxford is off the right wingtip, basically. Right, so give us a bit of airspeed. Okay. So nose down a bit. Okay. Keep going, a bit more down. A bit more. Right, now pull the stick back. Bring the nose up quite high. Come on, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Right, try and hold the nose there with backward stick. Stalled. Now ease forward gently on the stick. Regain flying speed. There you go, good. So if you turn us to the left, don't have the nose too high because we'll stall, that's it. Make sure you're keeping a good look out. We're looking for other aircraft, especially as we're coming back down to sort of 3,000 now. That's it. So you aim us at the airfield, which is off the nose.
Where is it?
See it? 2 o'clock. You can see the town, and then the airfield is the other side of the town. Look, big green patch.
Oh,
yeah. And look at the incinerator out to the left. Look, it's all funny colours. That thing.
What's it a quarry of, or is it?
It's not. It's a rubbish incinerator.
Oh,
if you look the other side of it, you see the dark strips on the land.
Yeah.
That's the landfill. So now they take the rubbish there instead and put it into that building, and it gets burned. So.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
So it's,
See, see now you can see the microlight. Look ahead of us.
Yeah,
to the right.
Right, yeah, I'll hold.
It's okay. He's well out of the way.
Yeah. Are there like rules of the air?
Yeah, he's powered, so he has to give way to us essentially.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he might be turning this way. Let's turn right. Look. Let's see if he flies over. I'm not sure if he's flying away or towards us. It's a bit difficult. I think he's flying away.
Yeah, no, he's not flying. Oh no.
So we'll keep a lookout for others because they're not usually on their own. He's flying away from us. So
he must be going about the same speed.
Yeah, they do cruise about the same speed. So if I can also just do a variation of that steep turn.
Yeah.
I can fly very fast, and then I can actually come up like this. Very steep turn, but kind of slow it down as we go over the top. And I'll do one back the other way. Right, so we're down to nearly 2,000.
That's almost like a full flip.
Yeah, if doing a full flip's a little bit different, but so she's your aircraft.
Okay.
You have control. You can fly us wherever you want. Yeah, well, you can go wherever you want. You're in control. Make sure you stick and rudder together. So you want to be trying to get the air, try and keep the airspeed at about just under 50 knots. See where that yellow triangle is? That's the good cruising air sort of speed for this. Yeah. There you go, that's perfect. And if you look out, what you do is, right, we're now nearly 50 knots. So look at the relationship between the nose and the horizon. That's how you learn to actually judge the nose by looking out the window rather than the... So if we do a turn to the left, fly over the top of the airfield. Aim to fly right over the top of the bus. That's it. Don't let the nose drop too far. Straighten up there. Stick and rudder together. Good. So slow us down then. So if you, that's it. That's the correct sort of picture. Nose forward a bit. Hold it there. That's it. Good. And we're just going to cruise over to the top of the airfield. You don't want to have the airfield in sight because we're going to be going way too fast.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's fine.
Because your mum and dad are going to be looking out for you now.
Yeah.
And the guys on the airfield will be able to say, oh look, here they come.
I see what you mean about not being able to see what's below you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you see, we're constantly descending at the moment.
Yep.
So aircraft that are flying level below us, towards us, you know, we'll see them and they're like, oh, you know, they're 500 feet below. But by the time they get near us, we'd have descended down to near where they are. So you have to be quite careful. So turn us right then if you think there's someone coming up the wire, because we don't want to cross over. We can cross behind the airfield where they're launching.
I just want to get
So if you straighten us up there, you're still in control.
Right, should circle round.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, helicopter there. Is that a helicopter?
Your head's in the way at the moment. Which direction is he heading?
Just to the right.
No, that is a motor glider.
Oh, see.
He's off to our right side, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the motor gliders from our club, so.
Someone's very far.
Well, you see, that's what you have to. Yep, seen. Good. You got my polarised glasses on, so you'll be able to spot them slightly earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make a difference, don't they?
Yeah. So what do they do?
Well, they're polarised, so they filter out a lot of the glare, and when it's like this, they enable you to see a bit clearer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see perfectly fine like this, but you'll spot things a bit quicker than I can.
Yeah.
So we're down to 1,700 feet now, so what we're going to do is we're going to fly this straight course round the back of the launch point, and then we're going to take a slow turn to the left. You see the glider over the top of the village?
Yeah.
Good, well spot.
So should we go above that?
Yeah, we're way above him. He's not a problem at the moment. He's going into land, so... It's good.
So does this show what most efficient course?
Yeah, so when it's down the middle like that, we're flying nice and efficiently. If we're not flying coordinated and it's off to one side, you're presenting more of the fuselage to the side of the aircraft, to the airflow, which is more drag and will go down faster.
Okay.
So it's always important to try and keep the string down the middle.
Yeah.
So if you look down to the left, if you you'll see the launch point.
Yep.
Your parents will be standing out there watching.
And the tow plane.
Yep.
When did you start riding?
2009?
Okay.
No, 2008, sorry. So if you do a turn to the left now.
Yep.
So have a look left, make sure there's no one there.
Yep.
So do a nice coordinated turn. They'll probably be watching. A bit more bank. There we go. Keep that nose up, you don't want it too low, otherwise we just pick up speed. That's it. Do a 360, so keep going all the way around. That's it. Don't let the nose drop too far. Perfect. It's very good. Now straighten us up. Straighten us up there. That way. We don't want to fly near the winch run, that's all, because we're down to near circuit, so just keep us coming this way a little bit. Straighten us up there then. Good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a turn to the left, fly over the top of the quarries to our left there.
Yep.
So no one to the left, so let's start turning us to the left. Stick and rudder together. So starts to straighten us up now. You have to start a bit early because the turn takes a little while to complete.
Yeah.
See how we're not come out of it quick enough. So we're about 10 or 20 degrees off.
Yeah.
So just sort of go to jink to the right a little bit. That's it. Straighten us up there.
Yeah, there's a turn. It's like practice turn.
Yeah. You have to think about coming out of the turn slightly earlier. So.
Yeah.
But I have control then. So hands and feet off.
Yep.
Now we're getting down to it. I'm just going to see if I can locate any lift.
Yeah. Maybe over the houses.
Can be.
Because what is it? Things that warm up.
Yeah, that's it. And
so the lift is like more bumpy.
yeah, you'll feel it. It gets a little bit turbulent. And at the moment, it's not quite... You can see off to the left, see there's clouds forming?
Yeah.
About our 2 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
So there is a little bit left around, but it's probably very, very weak.
Yeah. So not enough.
Yeah. It'd be very weak at the moment. It's starting to work a little bit, but it's very broken still.
What is
the lift? Yeah, you can feel it bouncing the guider around a bit now.
So why did we hit over?
So if you look at the vertical speed, it's nearly on 0. Yeah.
Just turning slowly.
See the seagulls beneath us. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they'll signify lift for you.
Yeah.
They always like to work in areas of lift, so. You feel it under the?
Yeah.
It's just not strong enough at the moment. Okay, so we're going to go land. So we got no water, your straps are secure, undercarriage is down. It's good, yeah. There's a slight crosswind, look, you can see. If you look at the windsock dead ahead, it'll show you, the windsock dead ahead of you will show you.
So on this way, do you try and land into the wind?
If I can, yeah. How's your knee, alright?